I'm just kind of. Where'd he go? Hi. I was just in my house, minding my business, about to put away some stuff. Clearly. All right, come back. Come back in here, please. Oh, why did you place that there? What? Oh, I hate that. Oh, give me that. All right, where'd he go? Where is he? Because I know he's still living. There you are. Come here. I don't have the durability for this. Ah. Please don't kill me. Thank you. Oh my god. Sorry, everybody. My goodness. I'm just trying to hint hint work on the basement. Anyway, and I was about to put some stuff away, but he was just standing there on the just standing there, and I was about to go up, and I like, literally got to this point, look up, and I see his like little feet here, and I'm like, huh? I thought I would share with you guys, but yeah. So hi everybody. I'm working on a few things here and there, but I am starting to set up our area. So like I've leveled out the land and everything, and this will be our bee farm and some of the treating, at least for the base and everything. I took a test world and I started building in it a little bit to see what exactly I was looking for and looking what to do. Hopefully this will be right. I'm gonna have to switch back and forth a little bit and sleep, obviously, because I don't want things attacking me. Sorry. Doing this and counting and trying to talk about things is rather difficult, so let me fix this and we'll be right back. Okay, everything's fixed. Everything's ready to go. Pat, if you don't know, is a huge YouTuber on YouTube, and he announced that he's leaving. Now, out of respect for him, I'm not gonna like try to get any views on this video because of him leaving and yada yada, but I do want to clarify though, he's not like leaving, he's just stepping away from being like the host of game theory, the host of film theory and style theory and food theory and his channels, basically, the ones that he started so many years ago. And I wanted to talk about it a little bit because that's my childhood, basically. You know, like he's not necessarily someone that I would say inspired me to try to become a YouTuber. Not really, anyway. But he is definitely someone who's had a major influence on my life, whether he knows it or not. Like, I don't know Pat personally, and I probably won't ever know Pat personally, and that's a-okay. But I have met so many people just by quoting some of his silly videos and concepts. Like, I remember going, I remember going to art school and having a conversation with a couple people, and you know, meeting new people is always really weird and awkward and everything, and it never really goes how you would expect it to, especially when you're talking to somebody you don't know that well. And of all things that we started talking about what YouTubers we liked, and someone eventually mentioned Pat, and it was great. Like, it was a great way to start a conversation. I got to talk to these people and really get to know them, but it's just something that you wouldn't normally expect. And it's so weird. Like, when Tom Scott said that he was leaving, I knew about that like a year in advance, right? Like, I knew it the day that he announced that, so I was prepped in my mind. I'm like, okay, eventually these are gonna stop. Tom Scott's still gonna upload whenever he wants to and everything like that, but it's just like eventually he's going to leave the platform behind. not in the same, like, get a cool new video once a week, right? And that's a-okay. Like, people have lives, people do things, and I want them to try and do as many things as they possibly want to, you know? I don't ever want to make someone feel bad about going back and forth in creativity, because honestly, at the end of the day, when you're a creative person and you're working on so many different projects, it is best to eventually call one project finished and then move on to the next project. Like, this Minecraft Let's Play series is a project for me. It's something that I enjoy and it's something that I can come back to every so often, but it's, at the end of the day, something that I will do. And eventually, I might lose interest in this project, but for now, I enjoy doing it, and for now, I enjoy creating a Let's Play and creating a world that, like, I can constantly add to and create. And, you know, sometime in the future, maybe I will step away and be like, you know what, I don't want to focus on that right now. I'm gonna put it on pause. That doesn't mean I won't ever come back to it. And that's the same thing for these guys, right? So, like, Matt, Pat, and Tom Scott both have said, like, hey, I'm not done. It's more so I'm taking a step back. I'm doing other things, which is all good, and that's great for them. But it's still bittersweet in the sense of, like, oh, there goes these people who I've watched for so long now, and it's like, oh shit. Like, I'm getting older, I'm growing up, and it's not something that you can easily come to terms with anyway. um, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit because not only that it's like a conversational piece, but I also think that it is something important to talk about. A lot of people, I think, lose the concept of people being people, right? Like, your favorite creators is still a human being, and whether that is your favorite YouTuber or TikToker or whatever, or your favorite artist, or your favorite video game designer, or your favorite writer, it doesn't matter who, even musician, right? Like, at the end of the day, people go through ups and downs all the time, and I'm not saying that Tom Scott or Matt Pat or even Matt from Yes Theory, like, all these people who have publicly announced that they are leaving, um, I'm not saying that they are 100% having, like, a down, and this is why they're leaving, and yada yada. Like, no, that's not what I'm trying to get at. It's more so they are focusing on things that they would like to do, right? And that is way more important than any YouTube video that they could ever output. That's way more important than anything that they could potentially do, right? Because you should always do what makes you happy, and Matt was getting to it a little bit in his video about how he's had so many sleepless nights and people are growing up around him and he's not really a part of his friends' lives as much anymore, and he just wants to get back to it. And I don't blame him. Like, 100%. That is understandable, and that's exactly what he should be going after. That's exactly what he should be doing. Take a little mini break. So this is going to be our greenhouse. That's what we're building, but inside the greenhouse is going to be the bee farm. I'm not pulling another 7-episode, let's finish the first house in 7 episodes, and this is now going to take another 50. That's not what we're doing. No. We're not going to be doing that. Instead, I've planned this out to be hopefully 3 episodes. All right. You can hold me to that. We'll have another failure pillar if I can't do it in 3 episodes. The goal is to do it in 3 episodes. This episode is going to be about laying out just the foundation of the build and talking about how the bee farm's going to work. And we might even set up one of those bee farms. Like, I've already started working on the other half of the farm, which will include villagers. I've been working on curing and trading with villagers. I actually can show you the setup. It is very janky. I don't recommend it. But That's what I've been currently doing anyway. And that's what we, as a group, are working on. So I've got these guys down here. This one's named. This one was new. I had another one. He got killed, unfortunately. So I've been working on getting farmer villagers because we will keep some farmer villagers over here. And eventually we'll get automatic farm from this, but that's future, that's down the road. First, I want that bee farm. I need that honey production on stat. So I'm going to be laying out the foundation to the greenhouse, okay? And then in this episode, we'll start setting up the bee farm. I won't move the bees here yet because we are in open air right now, and I don't want them to like move about and like lose everything. So first things first is just setting up the foundation. We'll set up the parts of the bee farm all together so that it's ready for the next episode, where I'll finish up the build for that episode and we can set up the actual bee farm to start running. And the third part of the episode, everybody, I told you, I planned this out, 3 parts. The last and third part of that bee farm, we will move in the villagers down below. I've got some plans beneath of how we're going to do that, and we'll set up a farm trading hall, specifically just for farmer villagers. And it's not going to be massive, it's not going to be huge, it's just going to be what we need for now, right? Like, I need a constant source of emeralds. I don't really want to build a raid farm right now in order to get that constant source of emeralds, so this is what we're going to do for now. Alright, but the first part is setting out the foundation, which we're almost there for, and it's more so just finishing up, making sure that I've got the right sizes and everything, and then we'll start setting up the bee farm. And then we'll be on our next episode. So this is quite literally what I've been doing. I've been crawling into this little hole, calling it a day. I'll place the composter. Go away. Go away, come on. So that he can come up. No, not you. Come on. You're not a nitwit. Come here. Goodness gracious. Me, oh my. Alright. Why? Why are you having so many issues? Just accept it. Thank you. Goodness. I'll check his trades, and then I'll take it away and place it again. And for those who don't know, that was not a good example. Let's try this again. Please. Please don't make me out to be a fool. I'm not a fool here. Come on. There we go. So, when you do that, as long as you don't actually trade with him, you'll get different trades. I want these villagers to be specific, so right now I'm getting wheat and carrot trades because that's what we have the most of. Then we'll get into potato and beetroot. I want them to be separate because I'm picky. Stop. Just, can you work with me here? Anyway. No. I was like, oh, maybe. No. I'm sticking to my plans. Yes, thank you. So then I grow out here. Of course I don't have enough. This is to make our lives a bit easier in the future. If I do the hard work now of, like, organizing the... I don't have any carrot... okay. If I do the hard work now of being very picky about my villagers, I can be much more lenient in the future, I guess. That's kind of sort of something what, if I... Speaking of so many YouTubers today, everybody, Ethos Lab, that's what he's sort of doing too. Like, sorry. That's sort of what he's doing in his world right now, where he's creating, like, a second base, basically. And it's great. It's so cool. Like, he's got, like, this sorting system of how the villagers go through and everything. It's awesome. It's great. It's 100% what Etho would do. Like, there's no doubt about it. But the funny part comes where it's like, he's very, very particular about what the villagers can trade and what they have to have. And you can be like 100% super picky about what these villagers have. Um, but the more picky you are, the less likely it is statistically to happen. So it will take you a long time to get you what you want, but you can do it. It's just going to take longer and longer. So I'm doing the hard work now of trying to get villagers that I am very picky about and I'm particular about so that our lives can be much easier in the future. However, I want to mention this because I know I'm going to cite this when I come back, alright? When the new update comes out and the villagers get updated, and I'm going to be pretty upset about it, but I'm also understanding that they're changing the villagers for the better, as it should be, okay? But they're going to make my life so much more difficult and everybody else's lives so much more difficult because they are now going to be tied to biome specific villager. And if you want the same trades that you're doing now, you're going to have a villager of each and every single biome. I'm not going to be a happy camper about it. I don't think anybody else is really going to be a happy camper about it. I understand things need to change, and changes for the better, but I'm going to complain about it anyway. And I know that I'm going to do all of this work about being picky right now, and they're just going to change it in a couple months, and I'm just going to be sitting here sort of depressed that I spent so much time for no good reason. But it will be okay. This is for the better. I know that they're changing it for the better. I'm a little grumpy about it, okay? Cuz, when they do change Minecraft, I'm always like hesitant about those updates cuz I'm like, "Oh, well, like that's not what I would do, and I don't think that's entirely what Minecraft is about, and blah, blah, blah." And it'll take me like a day or two, and I'm like, yeah, that's actually 100% accurate as to what Minecraft would do, and yada yada. It's just, like, Minecraft's been part of my life and my childhood for so long that, it's not always easy to come to change, but alas. So that's what I've been doing in the meantime. As you saw with my little rant over there, I've got the layout basically set up. I gotta double check, but it's basically there. So I wanted to show you guys what we're doing with the bee farm and the bee nests. So I do need to grab a couple supplies over here, and I also want to grab a chest while I'm over here, because this is going to get complicated very quickly, and I want to make this as easy as I possibly can. So, it might be easier to show you in a different world, but then I'll give spoilers away as to what we're doing for the next few episodes, and I don't want to do that. So, for now, this will have to work. If anything, I do want levers, so that I'm not crafting a whole bunch of redstone blocks. 15 will do. Yeah, that's alright. So, besides me having to chop down so many spruce trees that I should be able to deforest an entire spruce tree biome in order to create the next build, hint hint, it's gonna have a lot of spruce in it. That's not what we're doing. We are not going to be building the greenhouse today because that's going to take some resource gathering, and I don't want to do that to you guys right now. I'm certain either the next episode will have a lot of montages about resource gathering or something, but I wanted to show you what we'll be doing here. So, now, some people, I'm not going to be naming names, some people are going to be very upset about the farm that I'm about to build because it's inefficient. And I know it's inefficient, okay? I know. I'm aware. I am well aware that it is inefficient and it is not going to be spectacular. However, this farm is going to work exactly how I need it to work for now. We might build another bee farm in the future that will be wildly much more efficient and much better, but for now, I don't mind if it's inefficient for a multitude of reasons that I probably won't get into, but there might be some text displayed on the screen as to why I want this inefficient farm, because I've already built it once. I've already built it once, and I know it works. But, of course, it's getting nighttime. Oh my goodness. Alright, hold on. We'll be back. Okay, now we're back. Anyway, so if I look at my picture, so I actually built this right. Because I know damn well I'm not going to build this right. We have, oh, and I don't even have the blocks that I need. Okay, anyway, there's a dispenser placed this way so that if I show you, the face is going into that block. Remember, this is the hive, right? That's on the ground. There's nothing I can do about it. It has to be this way. We need one of these bad boys, the observers, alright? So, observer. Jesus. Alright, anyway. We have these looking into the hive, and then we use an actual honey block here. This is just for decoration, because I think it looks a lot better than a dirt block or a stone block or whatever. I think it looks like it's a part of the hive. So, this is the hive. This is just the honey block that we're going to be using, okay? Alright, I know it's confusing, just trust me on this, okay? Just trust me, please. I just don't want to put a bee box down here and then have a bee come in, and then it'll be a whole mess trying to wrangle the bee into the green space, and I don't, please. But this is how the farm's set up, and all that's left is just some redstone running like this. That's it. That's the whole farm, basically. What this does, depending on what you put in the dispenser, for one side it's going to be shears, so we can do that right now. Like, it's going to be shears in here. Voila. So anytime that's crafted, the honey block itself isn't going to come out, but the honeycomb will, right? It will automatically shear that. The observer automatically detects any time that there is an update to this block. Now, this is where people are going to get mad at me. If you're a redstoner, I'm so sorry. It just has to be this way, okay? Like, I can't. Basically, long story short, when an observer detects a new block that is constantly updating, that can cause lag in the future. I'm well aware of this. I'm willing to make this sacrifice. It will be wildly inefficient because anytime a bee enters a honeycomb block, that is technically updating that block. So it will detect it and it will try to like harvest it, right? So for the shears, it's not really that big of a deal because the shears are just trying to go into the honey block to just shear it, right? When we have more of them on this side that will be doing honey bottles, not not the honeycombs, but the honey bottles to get honey out, we'll have some just random honey bottles all over the place, and it's chaotic. So the problem is when you have a block sitting above here for 5 minutes, it will despawn, right? Like, it will just not exist anymore. It will go away. You can fix that, though, and some people don't realize this, is that with... Sorry, give me just a second to craft what we need. Because this is muy importante. A lot of iron's gonna go into this, which is also gonna make me upset, but it's okay. Anyway, when you have that, and I'm gonna have to be able to push it, because I don't have redstone making it constantly run back and forth, but I'm assuming you know how a minecart works in Minecraft. But if you know how a minecart works in Minecraft, you probably know how this works. But anyway, so let's say that went off, and now there's honeycomb just sitting on the bottom. Oh no, if we don't collect it, it's gonna despawn, right? That's not aligned at all. Alright, hold on. let's say it's there instead, okay? And like, oh no, like it's gonna despawn, nothing, like we can't get it, and it's like a whole block above. Oh wait, if I push, it went into the hopper. Oh my goodness. Redstone, 100% incredible. I'm such a genius, right? So, that's how that's gonna work. This, by the way, is what killed the previous villager that I was working so hard on taming and changing and everything. And you know why? It's because he's tracking those guys beneath. Alright, there's 3 of them now, living their best lives, alright? But, like, you can't. I can't have you kill them. It's because, so, the reason why I've been leaving them out and they have a gap like this is because I needed to see how many I have so that I know when to cure them. I want... No, 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 no. Stop. Stop that. That's exactly what happened. He killed him. Oh my god. I can't win. I can't. I can't. It's something about today. Today sucks, and I can't win. Anyway, I want 3 of them in a row so that I don't have to worry about wasting the potions and everything, but at this point, I don't think I'm gonna even care. I'm not gonna wait for 3 in a row. I'll just spend the extra time to get the more resources. It's whatever. I'm pausing your regularly scheduled programming because I have a problem. What are you doing? Why are you there? Alright, anyway, sorry. I'll keep moving. Because I'm trying to find and kill as many spiders as possible, because fun fact, dispensers will not take broken bows for, the thing. And I knew this going into this project, but I totally forgot how many dispensers I will need for said project, and of course, I don't have a spider farm. Like, this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about when I say, like, oh, well, everything, when you want to do something in Minecraft, exponentially gets a lot harder because you don't have XYZ in the beginning, right? It's why people who play Worlds so often, like, on servers that constantly reset, or Minecraft YouTubers who do, like, year-long or multi-year-long projects, will always prioritize building farms as soon as possible and as quick as possible, right? Because it allows them to do, like, the building projects that you'll see and everything like that. Which we're trying to do, but I need a lot of string. Do I have enough string? Let's find out. I was literally running around and going, spider, pss, 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 like a cat, trying to hope that spiders would spawn. This is my 3rd night running around doing this. I've actually cured the farmers over there, I think 1 more time now, so they've been cured twice total. So that's a thing. I'm certain that you guys can all hear the rumbling. So we've got these dispensers in, this is set up, and as you can see, there's like observers and the redstone, so it's ready to go, it's primed. It just needs the honey, the hive in front of it, so we'll put either hives or bee boxes in front. I'm leaning towards collecting hives so that they all match, but I know that will take a bit of time, and we'll see. Can I craft 3 of them? Yes, I can. Ah, perfect. So here's my solution for now. And I'm actually going to turn down the, oh god, is it going to be ambient environment? No, it's not that one. Okay. How about just the entire master volume down just for a hot second? Okay, hello everybody, you should be able to hear me just fine. I think I've messed with the audio a little bit. Let me know if the Minecraft sounds were extremely loud, because I noticed that while I was editing the last episode, and it was a nightmare. Anyway, so what I've done is I've collected all the beehives that I have, the nest itself, and I've got some pink petals. Now, we are going to build a basic bee farm. I want these guys to eventually be able to, like, fly around the greenhouse and not really have to worry about them too much. But for now, because we have limited resources and everything, I am going to trap them a little bit, and I'm going to feel terrible. while they are trapped. However, it is basically our only solution, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna put 2 in here into each one, so I don't have to really worry about it for a little while anyway. So that's what we are going to do. We're gonna build a basic farm, and I think, how many do I have? Is it perfect? Okay, so we're just gonna do this side over here, and we'll get to that side eventually. Probably after we get the greenhouse built and everything, because this way it allows me more time to collect the bee nest, but it also allows me more time to collect honeycomb to make the bee boxes, if you will. So here's what we're going to do. I am so sorry about this. It's not gonna go there, because the beehive has to go there. We're going to put it here, as in a little box, all the way around. And I feel terrible about it, trust me. But, it just has to be done. It just has to be done. Now, if I can angle this properly. Yes, thank you, thank you. Just has to be done. Now, how am I gonna get out of here? Right, hold on. Bonk. There we go. Okay, if I place them now, they shouldn't be able to come out of their hives. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And see? I'm surprised the Minecraft still remembered which ones have honey and which ones don't. That's honestly awesome. Anyway, so we're just gonna put some flowers in front of them for now. Eventually, hopefully, I can make this better, but for now, it has to be where they're trapped because I'm worried about them getting out and I don't want to lose them. So, those guys are going to be operating, and you guys saw how I did this. So, we've got the first episode done. Yeah? Yeah? I think so. I think we got the first episode done. We said we were going to build the farm, clear out the land, and we started just that. We started the area of the greenhouse, which I still have to check. We'll get there eventually. Anyway, we've got the farm laid out. We've got the redstone working. It's all set, ready to go, except that side, but we'll get there. That'll have to happen in between at some point. But with that, everybody, I think that's the end of the episode. Oh my goodness, we actually did it! We got something that we said we were gonna do done. I'm so happy. Hopefully we can stick to it. I got 3 episodes of this. This is 1. Next one's gonna come out and we're gonna build the rest of the greenhouse, and it'll be great. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, or if you had a wonderful good night. Please be well, be safe, have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye! Sick. Alright. Done.